Okay, so let's say we've got 8 books. Okay, all right, and we're just gonna number them here. All right, so what we can say is that the total number of combinations that these books can be arranged is going to be 8 times 7 times 6 times 4 times 5 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that can uh, be written like this: 8 factorial. So if we try 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, we get 40,320. Just do 8 n factorial, get the same answer. Okay, that's good. So we can say that this is 40,320, and this is the same. All right. So that's kind of worked out that one. So next thing, could just make that 0.1. Yeah, why not? So hopefully I won't run out of room. If I will, I'll have to start a new document, I suppose. All right. Point two. All right, what we're going to say in point two. All right. So um, the horizontal strokes I'm not happy with, really. But anyway. Um, all right then. So yeah, let's try. Uh, let's try a equals 100. All right. So all right. Okay. So let's say if we do 10 times 10, get 100. 9 times 11, get 99. Okay. Alright, so we'll just, fuck's sake. Alright, so you can notice as well, if you just look in the difference, so obviously 10 times 10 is going to be the highest, right? And we can see that if the two numbers are not at their maximum point, the result, so we'll call this the result, we'll call it R. The result is decreasing, right? And you can see, interestingly, for this one, we've got 1 away from 100. Well, alright, I may as well do the next one as well. Well, yeah, you can see anyway, obviously, and we can see the square numbers going up. Yeah, and this is actually going to work for a lot of different numbers. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, this works for a lot of different numbers. So if you had, for instance, say you had a equals 200, I'll just say these ones. A equals 256. Then yeah, what was the question again? Well, highest product, two numbers that add up to A. Yeah. Sorry. A is 20 there. All right. So if we have A equals, say we have A equals 40 then, or 30 or 36. 36. So we've got 18 times 18. I should know that off the top of my head, but I've got a calculator, so I may as well start using it. All right, so it's 324. Right. So we could say that 324 is going to be the highest figure, right? For the numbers out at 36. So we've got 324. Then if we do 17 times 19, get 323. So it's 1 squared away. 16 times 20, 320, which is 4 away, so 2 squared away. And you can see anyway, you can see that's what happens. So I'm not going to go into that in too much detail. There's not much point really. All right. So number 3. Let's do number 3. And at number 3, we're going to do. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'll just do a couple infinite series here. It might be easier if I just don't dot my I's. But I do quite like to, if I'm being honest. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so you can see that if you go for 1 plus a half is 1.5, then you get to 1 3/4, and then you get to 1 7/8, and then you're going to get to 15/16. But you can see anyway what's going on there. It'll be 15/16 and then 31 30 seconds. But you can see anyway that is basically closing in on 2, and it's constantly getting closer and closer to 2. Yeah. So this is actually quite famous, actually, but I won't go into that now. However, fuck. If you do this, there's a bit of disparity here between the dots, but well. This, unfortunately, is infinity, and this is known as harmonic series. So you can see that when you get to 1.5, 1.5 plus a third is going to be 1.5 plus a third. It's going to be 1 2/3. Let's do it on a calculator. Let's just try like that. It'll be easier. So 1.5. Then we'll add a third. So that's 1 3/6. That's a 1 5/6 rather. Sorry, not 1 2/3. 1 5/6. So we add a third anyway. Then we add a quarter. You can see we're already over 2. So it's just keeps going up. So we did that for a long time. It would basically just get bigger and bigger. All right. So yeah, and that is harmonic series, and I'm sure I'll talk about that later. Well, I'll probably talk about almost everything later. So there's that. All right, so let's do, which one are we on? 3. Let's do another one. I'm not quite sure. I'm getting fairly fed down the page. I'll just keep on going for now. So on number 4 now. And number 4 is, okay, we'll do a trigonometry thing here. So sine of A. And the most important thing to know about all trigonometry is that it's basically just like infinite series, just like that. So yeah. So to A minus A cubed over 3 factorial plus A to the 5th 5 factorial minus A to the 7th of 7 factorial. Okay, I haven't really got any more room here. So there we go. That's what sine here is, and that's how the sine function works. And yeah, obviously you've got the unit circle like that. Well, kind of. Yeah, all these are going out. So obviously you got 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1, and yeah, so basically from here what you would do is you would look at the opposite here, this bit here, and do that over the hypotenuse there. So you can write that. There we go. So there's that. Now what else can we do? Oh yeah, I might do that one. No, actually, I'm gonna switch to something else now. No, I'm just gonna switch to something else now. But yeah, obviously in this series I'm going to be looking at lots and lots of maths. And yeah, so number 5. Just put number 5 in there. So let's put in well, that C ended up a bit. Alright, and so this is like any natural number, you can get a product of prime powers, right? So just take any number at all. So you could say, well, what is that? Well, it's about 5 times 10, isn't it? But no, 10 is just 2 and 5. So we can just do 2 times 5 squared. So if any number, let's just go a bit more. Let's try 800 and ooh, do I really want to do this? This may take a while in my head. I'll just try 800 then, just in case. All right, so we know it's 2 times 400. So that's going to be, so 2 times 400. 400 is 2 times 200. Wow, I made it. Let's work this out then. I'll just work it out. I may as well. So 800. It's 2 into 800. All right. So we got 1. And we need to do 2 into 400. Right. Then we do 2 into 200. All right. Right, it's actually going to be all right. 2 into 100. 50. And obviously just keep on going up to the, so it's 5 and 5. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 32 times 25. Let's see what 32 times 25 is. 800. All right, so we could say that 800 is 2 to the 5 times 5 squared. Okay. Yeah, so any natural number can be factored uniquely except for the order of the factors into a product of prime powers even.